takes the form of a huge black dog and prowls along dark lanes and lonesome field footpaths where, although his howling makes the hearer's blood run cold, his footfalls make no sound. Black Shuck, or Old Shuck, is a folk myth that is primarily recorded in the east of England, in particular Norfolk, Suffolk and Cambridgeshire. Accounts of his appearance vary, but commonly he is depicted as a large, ghostly black dog with glowing ruby eyes. Furthermore, any who had the displeasure of encountering the spectre would be met with misfortune, either through bad luck or the untimely death of a loved one. We can first trace the origins of Black Shuck back to 1127 AD in the town of Peterborough, England, where we first hear of the detailed accounts of large black dogs. One witness states, "Many men both saw and heard a great number of huntsmen hunting. The huntsmen were black, huge and hideous, and rode on black horses and on black he-goats, and their hounds were jet black with eyes like saucers, and horrible." This was seen in the very deer park of the town of Peterborough, and in all the woods that stretched from the same town to Stamford, and in the night the monks heard them sounding and winding their horns. This event would go on to last for 50 days, becoming known as the Wild Hunt, which of course we hear stories of the Wild Hunt across Europe, and perhaps most famously featured in the game Witcher 3. Legends say that with the Wild Hunt came wintry storms, bitter winds, and snow, forcing many to take shelter indoors. At the time, the howling winds were often depicted as ravenous packs of hounds, bringing death to any brave or foolish enough to remain outdoors. Bringing it back to Britain though, much of the fables surrounding Black Shuck in England may further originate from the old Scandinavian myth of the Black Hound of Odin, brought over by the Vikings. Coupled with the cold North Sea winds battering the eastern shores of England, it's easy to see how the demon dog manifested in the conscience of the East Anglian people. Some notable incidents involving the Hellhound include the account of Reverend Abraham Fleming of Bungay, Suffolk. In 1577, Abraham Fleming describes this black dog, or the devil in such a lineness, running all along down the body of the church with great swiftness and incredible haste. Among the people, in a visible form and shape, passed between two persons, as they were kneeling upon their knees and occupied in prayer, as it seemed, wrung the necks of them, both at one instant clene backwards, insomuch that even at that moment where they kneeled, they strangely died. During the sighting, the steeple of the Holy Trinity Church collapsed that night in a terrible storm. There were also scorch marks left on the north door, which can still be seen to this day. Rather than take the storm simply as a storm, some saw the destruction and the resulting deaths of two people as the work of the devil. More recently, another account from 1974, a 10-year-old boy wrote about an encounter he had when he was only 6. He said that he saw a large black animal with yellow eyes dashing towards him at night. After he screamed for his mother, she said it was merely a reflection of the car's headlights from outside his window. After researching the subject, he claims to this day that it was the mythical Black Shuck that was hunting him down late at night. However, the truth remains a mystery. While the legend surrounding Black Shuck has remained, it was given new life when a giant skeleton of a dog was unearthed near an abbey in the south of Bungay. However, while some claim this is proof of Black Shuck, experts suggest it could however be the remnants of a Great Dane buried long ago by its master. In the end, perhaps that's all Black Shuck ever was, an exaggerated tale of chilly storms and large black dogs mixed to create a terrifying legend, one to frighten children to behave. Although, does that really explain such vivid accounts by respected figures such as Reverend Abraham Fleming? I'll leave that to you to decide. But if you find yourself in the east of England in the dead of night, be sure to remain indoors, lest you see Black Shuck.